Welcome to 2K Sports. It's EA7 Emporio Armani Milan and the Chicago Bulls. And Milan has possession. Here's Hackett. That is good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
On defense, Milan. Rose kicks to Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Over to the wing. Here is Kleza. Out to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Passes it to James.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
That one is no good. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Washington Wizards. And it's Butler missing. On defense, the Bulls. Brooks for 3. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Here's Chicago. And Butler, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup. Butler's got his first points of the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Kevin, he told me he stressed to his players that what he wanted more than anything tonight was the extra pass. He said, we have a lot of guys in this roster that can be factors on offense. As long as we're keeping everyone involved, we can overwhelm teams with our scoring. Let's see if they can keep the rock moving and share the ball, guys.
Okay, Doris, well, the offensive approach, a primary force in the game plan today, guys.
Yeah, they are out to put up a big number today, and I think they can do it.
Well, that certainly seems to be the goal. I mean, it could be a shootout if their plans come to fruition.
First personal foul.
On defense, Milan. It's a 3-point game. And out of bounds as Milan gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Milan has possession. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Brooks misses.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot. 4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Hackett defended by Butler. Stolen by Noah. 3-on-3. Here's Snell. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And he gets it to go.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
The Bulls leading by 5. Rose goes in. Another one falls for Chicago.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Gasol with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And that one's good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's Chicago. 6-point lead. Rose goes in. And Gasol slams it in.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks. to see if they can cut that lead down.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Anderson, he's checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Pau Gasol. Mirotic is checked in for Tony Snell. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. That's good.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
The Bulls leading by 5. Now Brooks.
That's his first personal foul.
.103 left in the first quarter. Now here's Butler. D right on him. Inside. Clock at 4. Here's Portis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Ragland takes it off the glass.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control a team's transition.
Now here's Brooks. Down low, here's Mirotic, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Here's Moss. And Milan, another 3.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Brooks. He's guarded closer. He kicks it to Mirotic. The jump hook, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vallanos. Looking at what we've seen for the Bulls, what do you guys think?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
Now here's Brooks. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Chicago shooting their first free throw of the evening. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Noah the screen. 5 to shoot. Outside Rose. With the shot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket for Marshawn Brooks.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Rose kicks to Mirotic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And the Bulls making a change here. Snell's checked in. Chicago with the ball. Wants to get it off to Noah and does. And he gets the bucket. Noah's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Brooks. Good, and the assist goes to James. Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside Rose.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
That's his second personal foul.
Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Gasol. And again, no good by Chicago.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Rose with the block, but they'll get another chance. Snell dishes the Rose. The 15-footer, and it's Milan with the rebound.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Here's James, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Juan shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. He hits the second from the line. Here's Rose. Rose double teamed. Mirotic passes to Gasol. And finished off by Mirotic.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And Milan has possession, trailing by 5. No problems knocking that one down. 8 points for Brooks.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
And out of bounds as Milan gains possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Chris Anderson is checked in for Chicago. Jimmy Butler comes in for Pau Gasol. Anderson with the block. Stolen. To the inside, James. And he hits it to tie the game up.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Rose. Now the dish to Snell. Outside Butler. They need this. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Butler's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's James, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Derrick Rose. 59 seconds left to play here in the half. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his second basket of the game.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Ragland, and he banks in the layup.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Gili, and there's another one for Milan. Bulls trail by 4. Outside Butler. And they double up Butler. And Anderson kicks to Mirotic. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. Mirotic really making a difference here.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
Well, how about guys mixing up the looks? I mean, bump him out a little bit, running, doubling, anything to try to get him off his rhythm.
Chicago leading. Now here's Butler. Elbow shot. And he connects with the jumper. Butler's got 9.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Right wing. Plays the dishes to Brooks. An easy 2 points on the layup. 10 points for him.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Hackett defended by Butler. Here's Hackett. And that one's good.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
It's stolen by Rose. Here's Gasol. It's blocked. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And that one's good. James has got 7 points.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Rose attacking. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And, guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here is Kleza with his first shot attempt. And there's another one for Milan.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Rose kicks to Snell. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Rose goes in. There's the triple. And Snell is good for 3. He has 7.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 10. On the wing, James. Pass to Hackett. Launches it. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Mirotic. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks again, Doris. And Milan has possession, following the 3 from Nikola Mirotic. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Ragland. And there's another one for Milan. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Brooks kicks to Mirotic. Back to Brooks. And it's denied. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Moss. Can't get it to go. And the Bulls going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Mirotic has it in the corner. That's good. Mirotic has got 14 points for the game.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And Milan has possession. A 2-point game. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Chris Anderson.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Brooks, the pass to Butler. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
It's been a nice game for Butler. He's got 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Good.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now the pass to Gentile. Good on the triple. He's got 5, and not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Greg, he's enjoying every second of it.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And welcome back as we continue our St. Paddy's Day broadcast. Milan with the ball. They trail by 1. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And that one's good. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Brooks kicks to Mirotic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 6 assists here tonight.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, and they found that sweet spot in the defense. And it's right between the paint and the three-point line. And, boy, have they been rock solid.
Rose kicks it to Noah. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
And Brooks, here we go. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Mirotic. Hackett, the pass to Brooks. And the layup is good.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Brooks kicks to Snell. Back to Brooks. He feeds it to Snell. Pass to Gasol. Fires from 14. And it's Milan with the rebound.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
And it's Rose penetrating. Gasol wide open. He fires. And the Bulls with another miss.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Brooks misses.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And, Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Chicago calls timeout. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
Thanks, Doris.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Rose attacking. Another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
How about Joakim Noah in this one? 9 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Extreme confidence at the line. That's how you win close ones.
Hackett, the pass to Moss. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 1. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown from Milan.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
Out to the right wing. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
A lot of pressure on that free throw. Great composure to knock it down and tie this game up.
And Milan has possession. Here's Hackett. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And Milan leads by 2.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over. The score knotted at 71. 1:05 left to play here in the fourth. Puts it up, off the inbound, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Been a great game tonight for Brooks. He has 12 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Noah dishes to Snell. Rose attacking, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Both free throws good from Rose.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Here's Hackett. It falls.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Outside Rose. Noah the screen. Butler attacking. Noah high post. To the paint. Here's Gasol. Yes!
Somebody set a fire under Pau Gasol.
Milan with the ball. Here's Hackett. It falls!
They do have a foul to give here.
You might see them use it at some point.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this, Mark?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
Rose up on top. It's good. This game is all even.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over. The score knotted at 77. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep. Off target from downtown. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Snell, that's good.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
And stolen by Mirotic. In transition, here come the Bulls. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Shoots the 3, and that one's good.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
Butler attacking. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Feeds it to Brooks. And Milan, another 3.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 1. 1:53 left in overtime. Juan making a switch here. Blaze is checked in. Now, as we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Rose, that's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. He's got great length for a point guard, and it served him well on that play.
Great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Butler kicks to Rose. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Noah's shot is off. And Milan has possession. The drive by Brooks, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Outside Rose to the right side. Snell, the pass to Butler. 5 to shoot. Kicks to Noah. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 15 points for Joakim Noah.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
When Noah gets going like that, forget about it.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Here's Hackett. Some solid defense from Butler. Here's Chicago. Rose with the ball. He dishes it to Mirotic. A second chance effort. Nails it. Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over. They're behind by 1. 20 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. What do you think, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
And the Bulls making a change here. Gasol's checked in.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management is crucial at this time of the game.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over. They're losing by 3. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Here's Hackett. Money! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
For 3. Chicago timeout call.
Butler goes in. Count!
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And so it's Milan winning this one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents your player of the game.
It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. You brought a lot of money, but me, catching tidy tummy. You make me sleep. I try and try, and I start to be sensible. You know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. Get away from you. Next time we'll talk it over. Start again. For you, I caught a lot of static. And me.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some basketball on 2K Sports. It's EA7 Emporio Armani Milan facing Detroit. And Milan has possession. Brooks outside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Now here's Jennings. And the pass to Drummond. And the rejection by James. But he gets it back. Clock is at 3. Good.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And Milan has possession. Jennings with the double team. Hackett the pass to Kleza. Passes to Hackett. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Milan shooting their first free throw tonight. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Jennings kicks to Batum. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The free throw drops for Batum. Both good from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Stan Van Gundy.
He said he's got his team really looking out for Marshawn Brooks. Not necessarily a household name nationally, but he's shown in his young career that he's a scorer to be reckoned with. Coach said he's great at creating his own shot, and with his wingspan, he can get it off over his defender. We have to have a healthy dose of respect for his game and embrace the challenge of slowing him down. Kevin, back to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And they're running. Here's Hackett, and there's another one for Milan.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Outside Jennings. The feed to Drummond. Brooks grabs the board.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Gabby. You just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
Here's Caldwell Pope. That's good.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Milan leading by 3. To the paint, here's James. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Now here's Drummond. Unloads from 13. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Kicks to Brooks. Inside. And James gets it to go. James has got his second basket of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Nice job cleaning some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
A different look here for Detroit. Anderson, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Morris comes in for Anthony Towers. And it's Johnson in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Batum dishes to Jennings. Can't get it to go.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Out to the wing, Ellegaard, and a strong finish with two hands.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Batum wide open, he fired. That ball, great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got 3 assists tonight. Ragland, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Morris with the bucket.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Oh, that was a great... The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's Milan up by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Milan.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Detroit with the ball, trailing by 4. Here's Dinwiddie. The dish to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. Kept alive. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
There's the bucket. Good.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Johnson kicks to Drummond. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Drummond's gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall. Here's Hackett, and there's another one for Milan.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon, because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Johnson. And the rejection by James. And here we go. And Klaiser gets it to go. Klaiser's got his first basket of the night.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Dinwiddie passes to Ilyasova. Johnson outside. No luck. Now Milan takes it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. From 12 feet out. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
Boy, Kevin, that's a confident shot. He drained that one with the defense right in his face.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
On the wing, Johnson. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Timeout Milan.
Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Ilyasova. And And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Hackett. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Takes a 3, and another 3 for Detroit.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Dinwiddie dishes to Drummond. Tolliver down low. Working on James. And the rejection by James. Here's Brooks. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Brooks has got 8 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Brooks on the double team. To the middle. And it's Drummond with the jam.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Milan leading by 3. Here's Hackett. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 12.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Chris Anderson is checked in for Drummond. Marcus Morris comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Jennings in for Spencer Dinwiddie.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now. And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Elegar banked in off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Milan lead.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his.
Here's Jennings. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Pistons trail by 6. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Down low. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist from Brandon Jennings.
Oh, Maestro, you're so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over. For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against the Kings. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Pistons trail by 4. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jennings. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Hackett, he's guarded by Jennings. Here's the 3. They get it back. And the dunk by James. And Milan leads by 4.
Was there any doubt what he was going to do with that putback? Flush it down.
Oh, that's some energy we just witnessed right there.
And that's the kind of energy you have to display when you want to attack that offensive glass.
Outside Jennings. He feeds it to Drummond. He dishes it to Tolliver. Here's Caldwell Pope. Another 3 for Detroit.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Timeout, Milan.
Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over.
There you go, fans. Your Pistons dancers. Make some noise, Detroit.
90 seconds now into the second half. It's a neck-and-neck game in Detroit. Here's Hackett, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Detroit with the ball. They host the 76ers after this game. Jennings passes to Batum for the tie. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
And the Pistons making a change here. Ilyasovas checked in. Here's Gentile, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And he can't hit the second.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
They get the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And Milan leads by 3. Here's Caldwell Pope. Brooks covering. The drive by Jennings. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jennings has got his second basket. And Milan has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Hackett over to the left wing. Gentile, and there's another one for Milan.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Here's Jennings. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Off the screen, and there's Ilyasova on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
A different look here for Detroit. Chris Anderson is checked in for Drummond. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Johnson in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Outside Jennings. Morris, left side. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got 9.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Ragland, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for a man.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Elegar, and there's another one for Milan.
Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
Inside, Ilyasova hits the bucket. Ilyasova's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Here's Moss. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And Milan leads by 2. Outside Jennings. With the floater. Johnson wide open. He fires. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses. And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
And the Pistons making a change here. Tolliver's checked in, and that's good as he hits both of his shots.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
And the basket by Johnson.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Here's Jeffers. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
Ditto that. I mean, things have really been turned up.
Jennings for 3. Can't get it to fall. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. It's Milan up 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. And Milan has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Kleza. Brooks, left side. And taken away by Johnson. Outside, Batum. Johnson can't hit.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
Here's Brooks. The shot is off. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Pistons trailing. He kicks to Tolliver. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Tolliver's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Pistons. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Jennings has gone 4 of 8 from the floor, 50% on the night. Lets it go from 11. Gili, and he gets the bucket. And Milan leads by 1.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
Outside Jennings. dishes it to Drummond. 5 on the clock. Here's Tolliver, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Johnson. James checked in for Milan. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And there's the foul. It'll go on Linus Kleza. And that'll be his third foul so far.
That's his third personal.
Batum dishes to Tolliver. Feeds to Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Here's Drummond. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
Sinks the triple.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
The Pistons leading.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Jennings. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Hackett.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Timeout, Milan.
Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over. They're down by 1. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. From 10 feet out, and there's another one for Milan.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 1. 1:43 left to play here in the fourth. .143 left in the fourth quarter. Drummond a screen. Jennings kicks to Caldwell Pope. Drummond with a screen on Brooks. Outside Jennings. 6 on the shot clock. Drummond, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big. And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
Simply phenomenal, Greg, the effort we've seen from both sides here.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Jennings passes to Drummond. And the rejection by James. Here's the feed to Brooks. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
They set the screen. Brooks on the double team. Wide open. Sinks it. A huge shot to tie it up.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
And here's Jennings. Over to the wing. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's good. This game is all even.
Really tough to stop Brandon Jennings right now.
Good.
Big bucket. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. No open threes.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're behind by 2. 17 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
Drummond a screen. The 3. Count it!
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Time called here. Milan decides to talk it over. Guys, your thoughts?
They don't have enough time here to catch and shoot. Their only hope is to try to tip it in off the inbound pass. That's always a difficult shot.
And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark, Craig, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.